7 days a week. Wet and gushy. Make that pull out.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I think I pulled my liver when I crawled through that window. I'm bored.
Yeah, you dealing with some wet and gushy. Bring a bucket and a mop.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you're going to learn how to play Gloria Victis tonight. Wait no longer. I'm right here, baby. Got my potato. That's Sasquatch. Bow and arrow. See that flag right there? That's America. That's it. It's just an American flag. Fucking dipshit. So, what is Gloria Victis? Okay, it's simple as fuck. Imagine Foxhole or Planetside married Star Wars Galaxy's crafting sandboxy character development, but fucked and had an unfair with Mount & Blade Warband's combat. That's this game. If that sounds interesting to you, you're in a good spot. Another thing you can compare this game to, that it's literally Mount & Blade Persistent Kingdoms, but the game. If you ever played that mod, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking phenomenal mod. So just imagine that, but its own game. Like, it's honestly, that's the best way you can compare this game. It's just like Persistent Kingdoms from Mount & Blade Warband, but its own fucking game. It's fucking badass. So what is the core gameplay loop of Gloria Victis? What is the main draw of this game? What are you doing? So like I was saying, how this is like Planetside or Foxhole. It's a persistent war game. So this is the map. It displays many things, but the core draw of the game is that it's a persistent medieval warfare game with guilds in it as well. So you have these solid color flags, this and that one right there. I call those persistent flags because they're constantly changing in like the front lines. You could get a 5-man group together. You can get your horse mounts and right up here, or you can choose a fast teleporter and just teleport to right there. You get a 5-man group, and Deadass just try to take Rodrock forward with a 5-man group. You might die, you're probably gonna die, but it's possible, and you could do that, which is fun. I remember like one time, me and my friends, we were new to the game, and we only like 8 of us. We're like all super low level, and we took this right here, and that one, and we didn't realize that like Lordly Haven's a holy city, and I guess the Sangomar set like that the Midlands, which is the red faction, we're doing a full scale attack. So we're just trying to break down the gates at this castle, and we see like 30 Sangomars roll up, and we're just like 8 fucking low levels. Like, what the fuck did we just cause? We all died, which was fun. It was awesome. So guild castles. These are the funnest shit. This is why I play this game. Honestly, is the most funnest thing. So you have guild castles. What's different between guild castles and the persistent flags, solid color flags, is that you can just go and take these any time. Both guild castles, you have to token it and then wait 20 hours, which what that causes, it gives the defender in their Discord, like the guild, like, yo guys, we're gonna attack at 10 p.m. EST. We must get on and defend it. And that's what happens. Usually it's like a fucking 200-man battle, 100 versus 100. It's badass, and the attackers have time to plan out their attack. They get catapults. They go to the siege camp, build fucking trebuchets, try to tear down the walls, and it's fun. And the defenders, it's just it's just fun, bro. You're in a Discord call with a bunch of people. The officers of each guild are shot calling, like, cover the fucking left flank. We're being overran left side. It's intense. It's fun. It's just good. And it's awesome. And what's cool is, though, so you can upgrade these, well, the guild officers can. What that means is, though, they can like get the builders and crafters getting resources, and they can invest resources into their guild castle and upgrading. Upgrading would make it better walls, more choke points, more ballistas on the walls, more oil drops they can drop on the fucking attackers when they're at the gates. But most importantly, it upgrades the farm soil around it, and it upgrades the mines around it, which makes it where the gatherers have way better resources. So it's really important for a faction to control these, because that means, like, for example, if I ever want to go mining or gathering, I'm walking my ass up here, because I know this is where an allied guild of mine is at, and they'll protect me. And it's just good.
Spartans! What is your profession?
So combat in Gloria Victis is Mount & Blade Warband's combat, but with I believe a little bit more. And it's more polished, and it just feels way more impactful and just more pleasing when you slide a fucking axe through someone, because you see the blood squirt out and you see the body kind of do a little animation, a little bit. And it's just good. It feels good. It feels very fluid. Now, it is very slow. This is not a fast-paced combat. Kind of more realistic. Reaction time's key. If you're getting 3v1, you're probably going to die unless you're a fucking god. But some people are that good. But if you don't know what warband combat is like, it's directional. You look left, you swing left. You look right to block, you're blocking right. Pretty straightforward. But there are some counters to things. For example, if someone holds down block, they just hold it down one. The longer you hold down block, the less effective the block is. And if you're holding down block and someone kicks you, like on the Q key, you'll get stunned and you're vulnerable during that moment. Or if someone's mid-attack, you can shield bash them, and you could stun them, but if they block your shield bash, you're stunned. You can also chamber your attacks. The combat system is very simple, but it has just enough extra little mechanics and quirks that makes it really fun, and there'd be a little bit of a skill gap. Not too high of a skill gap where there's no chance, but there's just enough where some guy couldn't just join and dominate. And it takes a little bit of time to learn and get used to things. Another thing that's good about it is that levels matter to a degree, but not really. If the guy's better at you, he's probably going to beat you. If you 2v1 a guy, 3v1 a guy, you're probably going to beat him. It's medieval warfare. See the combat as medieval warfare. It's all about positioning, watching your stamina, and not getting into a really shit situation, and relying on your teammates to help out. And you are better together in a formation next to your boys in a shield wall. That's the way you fight in this game. The classes and archetypes and build types in this game are pretty simple. You have your archers, heavies, heavy one-handers and two-handers. One-handed means shield, two-hander means big axe, you know what I mean? Then mediums, cav archers, and medics. Those are your types of classes that you can perform. You can be a jack of all trades and do all of them, or you can master one. But you're never ever like armored capped or weapon locked. You could just pick up a bow and use it. You're gonna be shit at it, but you can use it, which is really cool system. And it's also not the end of the world if you main a heavy and you decide to put on a medium armor for a day. It's not the end of the world. It just means that you're not going to be as efficient as you would be in heavy, but you can still dominate the battlefield if you know how to block and swing a sword. It's still gonna be fun. Probably asking yourself, where's the PvE? It's a goddamn MMO. I'm coming from WoW. I need the PvE boss, baby. Listen, I wish there was more PvE content in this game. But PvE is kind of lackluster in this game because it's not the forefront focused, and with a small dev team, it forces them to only allocate the resources towards more of a PvP section. But there is hope. There is a little bit of PvE content, such as, so if you look on the map, there is PvE content you can go to, which the entire quest line is PvE. There is some PvP quests, which is kind of interesting. But for the most part, the questing line is PvE. But then you have like random points of interest and group events that kind of pop up, which you can just go do. They're all throughout the map. I believe you have to be I think you have to be level 20 for these to pop up, because they are pretty hard. But there is one dungeon in this game. It is, actually there's two. There is one where it'll pretty much say the catacombs have opened up, and you have to run, I believe it's like right here, but on the map it'll display it, and you can go to it, and it's like a cave. It's like a massive cave type thing. You walk in, and you just go kill some skeletons, some like mummies type shit. You get some loot out of that. But then there's like an event that happens on your screen, and it says the Sea of Wraths have opened up, I'm pretty sure. And then you get teleported, if I'm correct, over here. And you kind of go through here and kill shit. So that's the PvE content. There's mobs throughout the map, all going around and doing their things. So to sum it down, PvE in this game shouldn't be what gets you into this game. But there's enough in-game to where if you want to do a little PvE, it's there so you can experience and have some fun, you know? The crafting and non-combative side of things. A lot of other MMOs kind of force you to do this to advance your character. And this one, nope. You can literally ignore it and be level 0 cooking, level 0 mining, and just do combat and have a good time. You could literally do that if you wanted to. But if you want to do a bit more, you can also do a bit of cooking, crafting, all that good shit. Because like some foods give you good buffs, if you eat high tier food, your HP regens a bit faster, and all that good jazz. So the economy is living, breathing. What I mean by that is that I kind of see it as a triangle scheme. You have the bottom part, which is the gatherers, miners, and hunters. They go out and hunt animals, get hide, get coal, iron, pyrite, all the shit from the ores. You know, the farmers who plant wheat, grow some shit. And they go to the market and put their items up for sale. Then the crafters, who have a very high level in crafting because they craft a lot, go to the market and buy those items from the world market, and then craft that. Then they give it off to PvPers, guild leaders, so those guild leaders can give these items to their players and all that shit. Because crafting's pretty important. If you do pick up crafting, you will make a lot of money, because before a big siege, especially guild wars, which happens like every fucking other night, you need tents, because if you want to respawn near your location, you have to put a tent down. You want to have good beer, good food on you, so you can regen your HP a little bit faster than usual. It's very vital. It's very important. But it's all player made and player craft, which I fucking love, and that's why if I'm playing MMO, I hate when you can just go to the NPC and just buy random ass items. I like it when everything's been a player gathered. Like the players have a hand in everything, which I fucking love in this game. The leveling game is pretty simple. You have attribute points that you can put into dexterity, constitution, and there's one more, I'm forgetting it. But those can affect your stamina gain, your HP gain, how fast you can run, all that good shit. And every time you level it, you get some points, and you can kind of figure out how you want to build your character. So if you're going to an archer build, you're probably going to put more into your stamina regen, so you can keep spamming arrows out and be able to kind of backpedal and back off and get out of trouble. If you're going tanky, you're probably going to invest a lot into constitution. It doesn't help your HP. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward in that aspect. Then you have passive abilities, which are a cool little system. Right, the name? They're passive. Every time you level up, I believe you get 3 points. No, that's wrong. I think you get 1, actually. But they're just passive. And it just helps you be more efficient with whatever playstyle you're playing. So if you wanted to be a really efficient cab unit, you would go down the cab tree, or one of these, depending on what type of cab you want to be. There's archer cab and just spearman type cab. It just depends on whatever you want to be. It just helps you be more efficient at whatever role you want to do. On the discords and the guild discords, there's plenty of build archetypes that people tell you what's the best, what's efficient. Everybody, you know how MMOs are. Everyone has like, this is the best, this is the way you go. It's not that big of a deal. Missing out on some of these won't kill you. Just most importantly, have fun at the end of the day. One thing I love about this leveling in Gloria is that there's no armor level lock, no weapon level lock. You could just be a fresh new player and you give them the best gear and go be in a big guild battle or a fucking epic open field fight and just still have fun. You don't need to spend hours grinding. You can still use the best gear in the game. The only thing you're missing out on is a little bit more HP, a little bit more stamina regain, a little bit more, and some passive abilities. But other than that, you're not missing out on much. And it's not that too big of a deal of being max level. If you're not max level, it's not the end of the world. Skill beats max level. A level 50 who's good is going to wipe a level 100 who's bad. It comes down to it at the end of the day. Yeah. So are there mounts in the game? Yes, there is, and they recently got added, and it's actually the reason why this video is up. I took around a 2-year break from this game because I was waiting on mounts to come back, and they're back, and I like them. They're a little janky because it's small. It's a small dev team doing horse animations and stuff, but they get the job done. They work. They're not too buggy, and they make it where you don't gotta run every fucking where, which is a great thing, because I'm telling you, when you used to have to run everywhere, it's kind of annoying. And getting a horse yourself is pretty easy. All you gotta do is walk around the wild, find one, click E on it, tame it, name it, it's yours. It's gonna be a little slow and have low HP because it'll be a low level horse, and you can just level up by running around. You'll just get XP by running around. It's really simple as that. And yeah, horses have fucking changed this game for the good, and I'm so glad they're added in. So the factions. Gloria has 3 different factions. You have the Izmirs, Midlanders, and Sangmars. Each have their own lore, and their own distinct regional capitals. They have like their own like different vibes. That's about it though. There's no armor, weapon locked to any factions. Anyone can kind of cross-dress, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But how it's supposed to be, Izmirs are your Vikings in the north, your if you're fucking tribal type. Their capital looks Vikingish. And then down south, you have the Izmirs and your kind of deserty climate area. They look like your Byzantine Persians type thing, which looks beautiful with waterfalls. Bro, it looks so good. They look amazing. Then you have the Midlanders, who are red, and they are your typical medieval knights. Their capital looks like a dirty, medieval, rundown type castle, and it has like your Crusader type vibe-ish feelings. And then your Midlanders, which are your medieval knights, rundown, dirty, medieval castle, gritty, and that's that. Those are the factions. There's not much difference to any of them. They all do the same thing. It's a symbol that you represent and who you are. And honestly, the most important thing, find whatever capital you like best and lock down and go there. But if I have to persuade you, join the Midland faction on the NA server and slide up in fucking Brownwater, bro. That's the best guilds. Just chill. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope this kind of cleared it up, because I know Gloria is a niche game, and I feel like it could have a bit more players if more people understood what it had to offer. Because I feel like the biggest problem with this game is people go into it with the wrong mindset and they get disappointed. But I feel like if you go in knowing what this game's about, you have a better chance to either instantly know if you hate it or if you like it. Because you know how most games are, they're kind of hard to get into when your hand isn't held like this one. And if it's not explained, you usually just kind of give up before you even know you like it or even dislike it. And I hope this video kind of helps with that. If you do decide to hop in and play this fucking phenomenal game, make sure to join a guild. Like I said earlier in the video, guilds will help you out. They will supply you. They will give you gear. They'll fucking hold your hand. They'll teach you how to do combat. They'll take you to arenas. Guilds in this game are really good. But if you do decide to go Midland, find someone in Brownwater Navy and join up in Brownwater. We're a really chill, fun, relaxed guild. We don't own a guild castle right now because Midland's kind of on the fence right now. But that's not gonna be. Hey, dude, Midland's gonna rise again, boys. Midland's gonna take back a guild castle, and Brownwater's gonna be on the map once again. It's only a matter of time. And if you want to be a part of the journey with us of the return of fucking Brownwater on a guild castle, bro, join up and we'll fucking hook you up with some weapons, supplies. We'll teach you how to do combat, all that good stuff. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait to see you guys in game, and have a good night. Or fuck the good night saying. Fuck you. I'm getting Taco Bell, dude.
Yeah. Tụi mày chỉ biết hút, không chịu đi khám phá. Như vậy mà cầm sách bút mà đi với tao mà đánh giá. Tao đưa mà về châu thổ xem thuyền mà đánh cá. Còn mấy thằng nhóc mà không có thích, vui lòng mà tránh ra. Mời mày bước tới đất miền Tây, tao cho mày nghe tiếng đàn cò. Nhưng mà của sông nước mà mày sẽ thấy các đàn cò. Mày đi thì đừng có lo, những thứ ở đây là đáng có. Đói cũng đéo có chết, tài nguyên thiên nhiên đã ban cho. Tụi tao bát ngát đồng xuyên ở tháp 10. Biết dừng có cái bè hoa quả sò chát bưởi. Còn đa dạng hải sản lúc nào cũng phải tươi. Ta nói mày nghe gần chàm cho sư ốc xi là phải hửi. Ốc trên trong tụi mày đang ăn là nhờ cánh đồng của ngoại tao. Biết công dân miền Tây chất phát, hoa đông thích ngoại giao.